What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I really worked hard for y'all. I want you to know the couple of decks we were going to feature were really bad. Boy, were they bad. They were really, really bad. We wasted a few hours of trying to come up with something today, and they were not good. But we did land on something that was pretty good. And it's a Mardu Midrange deck, so I think people are going to really like this. We hadn't had a Mardu deck on the channel a little bit. I know that's a favorite of some of y'all, so it should be fun. Before we get into the video, though, if you'd be so kind, if you can consider it, we do now have memberships here on YouTube. So check that out if you haven't. Like, we have some cool rewards. We're going to be doing polls. We're going to be letting you decide, the members, what appears on some of these videos. We're also going to let the members submit deck lists that are going to appear on these videos as well. So we're going to have some interactive stuff, some special content for the members. So, I'm going to give a little bit of something extra back for you too. But please check that out if you haven't. For now, let's go take a look at this Mardu Midrange deck. Now, before we get too far into this deck list, I want to say, not an example of how you should be building your decks. There are a lot of like 1s, 2s, 3s, just like a bunch of different stuff. And this is for a lot of reasons. We're trying to solve a lot of problems with this deck and still allow us to do all the things we're doing. And a lot of times when you try to do that with decks, you're going to end up in a very bad place. So we're going to look at this list, play the games, and then at the end of the games, I want to talk about some things we may change after we figure out what cards we like more than others, because I think that's going to be a very big deal. But starting at the top, we do have Duress. We know Duress is good right now. There's a lot of Epiphany decks, but even against the creature decks, you can still get rid of some removal cards. You can get rid of Ranger class. Like, there's a bunch of different little things that are still able to be hit. But even like, Eska's Chariot and Ren and 7, you can get with the Duress. So good card. We may even want more of those by the end. Shambling Gas we like because it makes treasure, but can also get rid of small creatures, so don't mind that at all. We do have some things we could sacrifice it to, which also help. Speaking of, we have Deadly Dispute. And one of the reasons we really like Deadly Dispute with Shambling Gas is you can basically go from turn 1 Shambling Gas, turn 2 Deadly Dispute, all the way to 5 mana going into turn 3. And that's really powerful when you have 4, 5, and 6 cost things you can play, really ramping up that mana and taking advantage of it. And you get 2 cards to boot on top of it. Playing 2 Infernal Grasp because it's just straight up removal, so we love that. 2 Bloodthirsty Adversaries. And this probably looks like a little bit weird, but the fact that we get the opportunity to reuse a Duress, reuse a Deadly Dispute, we have Dragon's Fire in here, getting to reuse that out of the graveyard. All of those things could be very useful, and the card itself does have haste and help us out. I don't expect us to be using it a lot, but the fact that it has haste and is a 2 mana thing also gives us the option that if we get an aggressive hand, we can just be aggressive, right? Like be aggressive, be aggressive. Y'all, whatever. Y'all know. Anyway, that was dumb. I'll try not to do that again to y'all. Unless you love it, let me know in the comments. Then we'll do more cheerleader chants. I don't know. I'm sure I know a few more. All right, so we have Kalane, which obviously fits into this deck, being black-red. Lets us get extra treasure, lets us get bigger bodies, which is a big deal. And the fact that it gives us access to our 3rd color, which is also pretty good. Graveyard Trespasser. This is one we played, obviously, in some different werewolf variants, but I actually like it in this list too, since we've seen some of the resurgence of these control decks, the Memory Deluge being a problem, even some of the Azorius control decks having several flashback things, several decks trying to put Leer in. Some of the Izzet decks have gone to playing Leer as well, which lets them play stuff out of the graveyard. So this, getting to eliminate all the problem cards you'd be worried about, is also very nice. And then against the control decks or the slower decks, if they don't play anything or they only foretell something, well, now you get a 4/4 and you get to remove 2 things. So really good card, honestly, for this style of deck. 1 Soul Shatter, just as a catch-all to try to get rid of your opponent's biggest creature, maybe a Planeswalker, whatever it is. And again, this is something we can reuse with the Bloodthirsty Adversary, so we got to keep that in mind. Then we're playing 2 Extus Auric Overlord, which sometimes we're trying to just play Awaken the Blood Avatar, just because that's awesome. But honestly, even having Extus out isn't bad. Getting to reuse Deadly Disputes when you're looking for cards, getting to reuse Dragon's Fires when you're trying to clear the board and get stuff out of the way, or even just Infernal Grasp to get rid of your opponent's scariest thing. Like, all of those are relevant things to do. But also, when we're already able to attack with flyers and do big damage, Well, sometimes just making the Awaken the Avatar token is just going to be very good. Immersturm Predator, because it's just hard to kill, and we love it. Especially when you see, you know, the control decks starting to play more Doom Scars, you're starting to see more Blood on the Snows. Even against some of the Izzet decks, they're bringing in Battle of Frost and Fire, so being able to have this and have it just not die and keep going after your opponent is very powerful. And again, it's another card that removes stuff from graveyards. So, I mean, if you look now, we have a couple of things that do that, so it's a pretty big deal. We can keep the graveyards pretty clean of problem cards a lot of the times. Then we're playing 2 Showdown of the Scalds just as an additional way to reload our hand. We do have Deadly Disputes, but this is something a little bit later and can allow us to pump our creatures. We do have Goldspan Dragons. We're playing only 3 of them, but again, we're kind of squeezing for room. Didn't know where it was going to go. So we have 3 of those. We all know about Goldspan Dragon at this point. Then we have 3 Shatter Skull Smashings, because we do actually produce a fair amount of mana, so being able to take out multiple good-sized creatures is very possible with this list. And we have Orcus, Prince of Undeath. Orcus lets you get things back out of the graveyard, but also lets you kill all your opponent's things. Well, actually, all the things that are small, but we're kind of okay with that, especially if we have things that are 4 and 5 toughness. We don't mind too much. And again, I like to point out with Orcus that worst case scenario, even if you don't pay X, it's a 4 mana 5/3 flying trampler. He has Flample. That's what I'm saying. Flample is a big deal, especially against like bird tokens or whatever, and you still need to get damage through. Having something that tramples over is not inconsequential. Then we have 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Again, another way to remove stuff from the graveyards. We have 1 Swamp, 2 Den of the Bugbear, 2 Mountains, 4 of each of the Pathways, and 3 Haunted Ridge. So that's where we're going with the deck today. Go watch the games, have fun. At the end, we're going to talk about things we would change and update, so, you know, don't miss that at the end. And we're going to have a card spotlight like we always do. This is not how we want to start. That's mulligan. This is better, actually. We could live with this. This has all the things we can work with. Problem is, what do we... I think we have to put the Extus back, actually. I think that's the plan. So we keep this, put Extus away. Partly because it also requires white, which we don't have till we make some treasures and whatnot. I don't know if we're going to be ready to do that. And I don't even know. Let's see what the opponent plays here, because it's going to determine... Okay, it's green, so we're just going to go ahead and attack. Play Kalane. And pass. So now we have the option of like Deadly Dispute into something big. Ranger class, cool. A little bit annoying, but fine. Alright, we're just going to pass. And if we sack this, we get 2 treasure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would need to get to 6 to be able to like -2 everything. Yeah, alright. They aren't even pumping? That's suspicious. Alright, I'm gonna block. I'm assuming they're just gonna play Troll here. Ooh, Extus is nice. We don't hate that. If we played Extus... Oh, or we could have a 6/6 7/7 dragon. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The deck just decided it had other plans. Wow, that changes things quite a lot. Alright, let's do it. I mean, didn't think this is how we were going to be racing, but here we are. Oh, wait. Okay, we can take away a Blizzard Brawl. I do... Well, let's see. If we don't do that, the next turn we could just play a big Orcus. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could play Orcus... Or that'd be 7, actually. So we can play Orcus for 3. So we could either -3 everything, or we could... Actually, they're probably going to play that. So -3 everything would be good. All right, so let's not crack it. We'll take one big hit here, but that's okay. Also, Orcus would be a 5, or I guess would be a 7/5, which would also be very good. Though I guess it could die to an Old Growth Troll with Blizzard Brawl, so we have to be aware of that. They actually opted not to play the other creature, which is super annoying to us, so that hurts. Not a lot we can do about that. Let's take our 7. What did you draw here? Nothing else, actually. Huh. So... our other option is we could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 is what we have. So we could sacrifice Kalane and just get the 3/6 and attack with that. Then they could. Then we attack. We get another treasure. Ugh, this is complicated. But I think that's the play we make. Sacrifice 1. Pay everything else. Get rid of that. So we're at 13. I don't think we lose clearly from here, but we're going to get at least 10 damage in when this attacks. And then that's 3 more, so that's 13. So unless they have something... and we can play an emergency blocker if we have to. But I don't think we'll have to. Only way that gets weird... well, not even then. I was going to say, if maybe they had like a Frog Hemoth, because then that'd be 9, 10, 11, 12. That still wouldn't kill us. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, now they're just going to rope us. Ah, well. We got one against Mono Green, though. I guess, if you haven't checked it out, we do actually have a membership on our YouTube channel now, if you want to go check that out. So we do have rewards. We will be letting people on YouTube submit deck lists that we'll be playing on the channel, possibly. So, in these videos and on streams. So check that out. All right, opponent. Yep. All right, we got him. Yeah, this all seems reasonable. Let's keep it. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw something we can use early. Nope. Or we'll just do this. Smoldering Egg. Let's just do this. We're not going to get through with that adversary anyway. What are the odds we can get to a situation that we could kill the egg? I'm assuming not high. But it would be nice if that were possible. Alright, what are we looking to do here? I'm wondering if it's worth it. Nah, it's really not. It's really not. Sadly, we have to pass. We didn't get any of our real cheap things that are worthwhile here. And they had a removal for our Kalane, which doesn't really change much, truthfully. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so there's a real good chance our dragon's not going to do anything, huh? So I think here we just straight up play this. See if we can get them to counter or something. Alright. I'm just doing this knowing that they're going to probably just Prismari command, flip their dragon egg, but like, we got to do something. Another counter? Nope. Okay. Man, I don't even have anything good in the yard to reuse with this. We didn't get anything exciting there. All right, I'm assuming they can flip the small egg here. Also, interestingly, during the Worlds coverage, apparently, I'm pretty sure the Japanese players were referring to the small egg as tamago, which is hilarious. Cool that that's a thing, though. We need to find a removal card. Do we just sack to find... Yeah, we just do. Oh, that won't, though. We can't. We can't. Alright, resolve. Now we can do it. And then we sack this. Well, we definitely didn't find it. Though, if we could find a cheap creature, Emberstorm Predator is not a bad one to have here. That's... I mean... I guess we gotta do it. I kind of want a Predator and then Adversary, but this is probably the right thing to do. It does eat up our treasure, which we don't like, but I mean, we have 6, so we can still have 7 next turn. Yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it actually didn't. I did my math wrong. It didn't even eat our treasure. All right, cool. And we're still at 16, so I mean, even if they Epiphany here, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. All right, they didn't have an Epiphany, so that's good. Now the question is, what actually resolves here? Do we have anything good in the yard? Nope, just disputes right now. Let's start with this. And we'll play one of these. We'll pay with 1 treasure. Don't want to get too greedy. Let's tap this one. Wait, did I pay too much? Oh, I have to pay it black somewhere. Got it. It's like, wait, dude. I was like, what's going on? I feel like I could play this, but we could be setting ourselves up for danger too. So let's... They would have to have the exact couple of cards in hand to be bad for us. If they have them, they have them. I'm willing to accept it. If that's a Jiraiya's Disruption or whatever, so be it. Let's remove this. I mean, the way I see it is, unless it's a bounce spell and a removal card here, we're going to at least get to keep Predator. And I'm okay with that. Oh, the opponent did nothing. We get to flip. We get to flip. Oh, this is going to be good for us. This is exceptionally good. That just goes to their yard. They can still play it. We activate this one, since they can't block it. And then we attack with everything that's not named Kalain. And now we get rid of that from the yard. And we get rid of this from the yard, I guess. And this one. This whole deck strips graveyards. All right. Okay, we should be good to go now. They get to go hunt. I don't know what they're going to hunt for, but they're only at 3. And there's no 2-card answer that really saves them with 5 mana, I don't believe. Especially with us having 2 creature lands. And a haste creature, actually. Yep. Sounds good. No red mana is a little bit scary here, but we're going to keep it anyway. And hope that our Shambling Gas dies, maybe. And then if it doesn't, well, it doesn't. Boo. Alright, well, we're going to attack. Put that on white. Why not? In the turn. I mean, if we really get desperate, we could kill our own Shambling Gas to get the treasure, but I'd rather not do that. Alright, opponent. Oh, yeah, we'll kill that. Actually, yeah. Because I'm going to play this werewolf next turn. Well, I had plans to do other things, deck. Obviously, you don't give a damn about my plans. Eat that. Okay. Now we really want a red land, because there's a chance there's going to be a Tovolar here we're going to have to try to kill. A red land would be very important. Okay, that's actually less of a problem. But if we don't cast anything, we're all going to have things flip. Alright, there we go. That helps somewhat. So we will just attack. Sure, I don't think it really matters if we have anything in our graveyard or not. Opponent's choosing to not block our Shambling Gas. Okay, well, that does make things a little bit weird. Because now it's how do I feel about letting stuff flip or not. I mean, we also get a 4/4 out of the exchange, which isn't the worst thing, but there's getting bonuses or possibly trample, and this thing being a 3/3, like, this is a bunch of not good. Tough decision to make here when we know it benefits them way more than it benefits us. I think, though, I'm just going to do this and kill their creature. I was kind of hoping they'd kill the Shambling Gas and we'd do something there, but they didn't, so we're just going to do this, hopefully get to attack, remove a creature from the graveyard, blah, blah, blah. It could have been worth the gamble to just wait, because we could kill a 4 toughness thing if that were to come up. But I don't know. Oh, they had to play with fire. Okay. That's even more interesting that they didn't block, because they could have at least blocked our Trespasser and killed it. Chariot. Alright. So you have a Wrenn and 7 to go with. That is the question. Alright, I guess we do it. And if you got it, opponent. I mean, the good news is maybe we'll find a way to sneak in there with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant if they do have one. If not, we'll have to draw one of our removal cards. Or an Extus is probably reasonable here as well, because we can just play the Avatar, and that'd be cool. So I don't know, there's things. We're not out of options yet. We still have a lot going our way. Got to keep our head up. Okay, it It was just a ranger class, but it was a ranger class. All right, so they're going to be able to make the chariot a 5/5. Fair enough. Leave themselves with 2 blockers. We'll block their 2/2, since you're not going to turn that into a 3/3. I mean, if they turn it into a 3/3, then we just double block the chariot. If they don't, then we just block here. And actually, I guess we block chariot. Do we, though? Hold on. You're only going to have 1 blocker. We attack with both of these. You chump block. You take 5, 6, 7, 8. You only have to find 1 point after that. Actually, no. This will drain them for 1, right? Because there's a creature in their graveyard. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we just block like that then. Just double checking my math here to make sure I'm not wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 is 9? Yeah, all right. We're in. The Hive of the Eye Tyrant's removing 1, so let's get this card. And then we get this one with the Trespasser. Yeah, attacking with the cat was unnecessary for them. I mean, it only mildly changes the outcome. But they would at least had an additional turn and possibly find a way to kill us or something. All right, they're just letting it through. Okay, well, yeah, we keep this. We keep this. We're definitely not throwing this one away. Because we can even put this on white if we want to. We have the option of just playing this to shoot something down. Opponent does nothing here. We like that. Question is, do we just take 3 from this? I feel like we do. So we can use this during their turn. Play this during the following turn. I just want to make sure we have white when it comes up. We don't have a ton of stuff that we need white for, but I'd like to make sure I have it. So, a little dangerous, because they may be playing an aggro white deck. If not, this could just be like blue-white, you know, control or something, and then this is all silly. But nope, looks like it's not. All right. That's not too bad. See if there's anything we're worried about there that we can get. Fateful Absence. Okay. So Stonebinders, Redain, which we'll probably see next turn, and Intrepid Adversary, and they do have 1 land. All right, good to know. All good things to know. Keep attacking there, Shambling Gas. You got work to do, friend. This poor old Shambling Gas just trying to get work done all by his lonesome. Oh, and the opponent's not even going to play anything. All right, I can respect that. I don't know what's going on. What would you not play there that you would have drawn? I guess you just don't want to get that removed? Weird. Why would you not play any... Well, I mean, I guess another Fateful Absence, maybe? Alright. I mean, we could at least sack the Shambling Gas if they target it with the Fateful Absence. No, not even that. Why would you not play anything? I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of Meat Hook Massacre or some such. Yeah, we don't really care about that. Like, that's fine. I mean, like, it somewhat protects what they're concerned about, I guess, but not enough that it's the end of the world here. Yeah, I think that's definitely worse than them just playing their cards out, honestly. Because they could have had a couple more creatures on board. At least just play out the Stonebinders familiars. And then if they draw, like, what I'm assuming is going to be a Apparition or something, they'd be able to attack for more. Nope, there's just another familiar. Yeah, see, the familiars could have been out. You could have at least used the turn to play the Adversary. All right, this is a little bit dangerous because they could have found another Fateful Absence, but I'm going to do this anyway and hope they don't have one. Let's go ahead and use the minus. Oh, yeah, well, we have the mana to pay. Sure. Oh, I was going to say, did you get a Fateful Absence for real? Did you? Oh, they're going to Fateful Absence their own thing instead of our creature? Oh, opponent. Really? Oh, come on. Come on. Like, really? Okay, we get to go first. We have to mulligan this, sadly. We don't have anything to do in the early stages. We only have a little bit more to do than we did in the other hand. But let's keep this. Let's get rid of one Deadly Dispute. Worst case scenario, we'll try to just play Orcus straight up if it comes down to it. Unfortunately, Orcus is not a dragon. He is a demon. So we don't get to blast anything for 5, which is super sad. Alright. This might be the first game we lose with this deck. Oh, is this the Boros burn deck? It looks like it. They've been playing Boros Sleeves. They telegraphed it for us. Oh, Boros Aggro, but same difference. We'll decline. We'll just shoot that. Because that can get out of reach of us being able to kill it. Alright, Kalane's actually a good one to draw here. We like that. Sadly, we have to put this on red, though, to make sure if things go the way we... I guess we didn't have to. I could have put it on black, because we would have a treasure, but you never know. We may end up having to sack Kalane. Actually, it might even still be worth it to do that. Bloodthirsty Adversary. How do we feel about that card? Because here's what I'm thinking, right? If we block, we sacrifice it. We're still going to get the treasure. We get 2 cards. It increases the odds we're going to get the land. Downside is we don't have as big of a dragon. If we do find the land, it's only 2 damage, but, you know, famous last words. God, I want to do that so badly. So badly. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It might be wrong, but I'm going to do it. Mostly just from the other decks we've been testing today, and I've been drawing so poorly. I'm a little gun shy, so I want to make sure we hit our mana. Oh, and we wouldn't have. We'd have been sitting there with Kalane and nothing. So, okay. Like, gotta try something here. Oh, you are kidding. Oh, how have we been so unlucky? Like, I'm glad we switched it, because the last games that y'all are watching are like the 3 best games we've had tonight. Like, this game is indicative of what all the other decks we're testing. I wasted like 2 hours testing other decks. Like, this is crazy. And still nothing here. Wow. Wow. This is awful. I don't even know what we can do with this. I mean, we could... I mean, we have to play Kalane? That doesn't even help, because we have to use our treasure. Oh. This is so bad. I mean, I kind of want to do this, then this, and have a 3/3 that we could block with, but, like... Yeah, I'm just going to give this one up, y'all. I'm giving this one to my opponent. Like, I'm looking at their hand, and, like... They play a land, they play their thing, they play this, they attack with it, with, like... You know what? I mean, I guess we'll try, but, like, this is bad. This is very bad. Alright, so we're going to stick with our initial plan. Let's at least give ourselves a shot here. Maybe we can get out of this. No attacks. I mean, we lose those cards, which sucks, but maybe we get to block Shambling Ghast here, dies, we get a treasure. I can play Goldspan Dragon if we find a land, get that treasure, use that on the following turn to Orcus away all their stuff. Like, that's really the best plan we have here. It's not great, but it's all we got. Alright, so they want to attack there. We are going to go ahead and block. Get treasure. Ah, man. I feel like I'm doing everything I can to give ourselves a shot, and we're just not able to get there. Okay, well, I mean, we could Immersturm Predator. That does a little bit of something. I think we just do this, sadly. And we just pass. Man, this is awful. This is just real bad. And a Brutal Catholic. Okay, we're dead. We're dead. We just didn't draw land for 3 turns. Like, ugh. Okay, we're going to keep this. Probably just put this into play tapped, I think. Oh, hold on. Let's change our tune a little bit. I want to do this just because if we do draw something like a Goldspan Dragon, being able to sacrifice this and then go up to 5 means we'd have a really sweet play the next turn. This is probably going to come into play on tap. We'll take 3 anyway, because there's a good chance we're going to have to kill some variant of a werewolf here. Oh, no. It's a hobgoblin. That's not what we expected to see now, is it? Why is there green hanging out with goblins? I'm assuming it's for chariots or something, or maybe there's snakeskin veils? I don't know. I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to do anything here. Playing Kalane's probably good or safe, but I think I'm going to wait. See what the opponent's up to. I mean, we've got Deadly Dispute in hand. We've got Infernal Grasp. All right. Well, here we're going to Deadly Dispute. I'm just debating if I want to take the trade. I think I'm just going to attempt to kill the thing. If they have a Snakeskin Veil, so be it. All right, they don't. Okay. So what are you doing over there, opponent? And can I get away with just putting this on black? I think we can. Actually, you know what? Let's do this first. We get to see their hands. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, so they have Gold Span. There's going to be an Arnie next turn. Choose your own weapon. Or choose your weapon. That's... Alright. Opponent's going for it. I like it. That is an aggressive Gruul deck. Like, if you're going to do it, you know? Alright. Let's pass. Now, interestingly, we could get either of these removal cards in the yard and then be able to use it again the following turn, which is kind of sweet here. I think we're just going to take 3, though. Our turn. We did find extra white mana, which is nice. So, I think we just get to kill this. Attack for 1. Pass. Like, even if they get a treasure or get a land here and they play a dragon, like, we can still kill the dragon. I mean, it means we'll have to deal with Inferno next turn, which is not great, because it will take at least 6, so we're going to take 10 during these 2-turn exchange. I would say, barring us finding our own Immersturm Predator, but we didn't find an Immersturm Predator. Neat thing, though, now, is we could actually just play this, turn it into a 7, or turn it into a 6, Then we would have one left over. Trying to think. I think I want a showdown here. So we should just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay that. Already paid my treasure. Man, if this makes me use this other treasure, I'm going to be super mad about it. I don't understand what it's asking. Okay, I think I have to just do this. Because I have a feeling it's going to want to do the thing I don't want it to do. Alright, so I can make red there, make this red. Alright. I just had to be very explicit about how I wanted it to resolve that. We're just going to get in there for 6. Alright, now I want to do this. Excellent. Now I know I have enough that I can do this, get this back, attack for 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we're going to take at least 6 here. And then we take 2 more. So we're only going to be at 7. So that is a thing. I mean, we may actually not be able to attack with our Goldspan Dragon so we don't die, knowing that they're playing both types of dragons. A little unfortunate, but, you know, is what it is. Though if we're really concerned, we could just play the Immersturm Predator and then have a safe blocker. So that is something to consider. I mean, that wouldn't be the strangest thing. Because, you know what, though? There is a chance they could have Blizzard Brawl, which would be pretty terrible. So we are, if 6, 7, 8, 9, if they had a red land, it would be 10. If we double block, they'd be able to kill both, but we'd keep the Immersturm Predator alive, I guess. So that's not the worst thing. I feel like I'm going to gamble on the Immersturm Predator here, y'all. Mostly because we didn't have enough to kill the opponent yet. Oh, no! I just realized I had a way to do that without taking damage. Because we'd already played a Dragon's Fire, so we would have been able to play this. This would have triggered, made that a 6, and then I could have just dealt damage equal to our dragon to kill that. And we wouldn't have had to take damage. Ah. That sucks. Sucks to know. Well, alright then. I guess I could also have attacked and then just Shatter Skull smashing that as well. But I'm kind of okay with where things are here. This isn't bad. Either way, I think we're still in a good spot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So we would need 1 more mana to be able to get this for 8. I mean, we could attack, let them trade. If they played something else, we could off both things. I don't know. There's options here. There's options here. Oh, well, there you go. That actually works. No, still not. Still same situation. Never mind. I'm stupid. Okay. Den of the Bugbear. We do like that, but not particularly in this situation. Okay. Do we just make that a 7? Now, nah. We go into 7 feels rough. I feel like we still have to leave a couple of things to block. Just so we don't die. Because if they do get a Blizzard Brawl, kill this, that would be 4. They could make that 5. 6, 7, 8. But this would be all trample. So I think we're just going to play this. Actually, no. We're going to do this. Put the counter on the Goldspan Dragon. We're going to pay. We're going to copy this. Actually, I guess, again, we could copy this. Use a dragon, deal that, so we don't have to take any damage. Put the counter, I guess, on the Immersturm Predator. I guess, I don't even know if we do that. We just put it here. How much can we do here? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it'd be 12. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Because when we attack, we get another point. That's sweet. Yep. GG's. Good game. Wow. Finding ways. Finding ways. Just like this type of hand. Being able to play Shambling Gas, Deadly Dispute into Goldpan Dragon is pretty nice. I mean, our dragon might just die on sight, but if it does, so be it. Like, that's a gamble I'm willing to take. Unless they're playing hyper aggro, then we may actually just have to kill something with Shambling Gas, kill something with Soul Shatter. But they're doing none of those things, it looks like, because they're playing blue mana. If they foretell something, it doesn't really do too much for us here, one way or the other. We'll put this on white. Attack. Still need to find a land, though. Oh, we have a land. We have a red land, actually. With their Shatter Skull Smashing. What do you want to do? Opponent wants to do nothing there. Expressive Iteration. I guess we just let that happen. Can't really think of anything they can do here, because we sacrifice as part of the cost. So, even if they found a Fading Hope, it doesn't really change much. I mean, I guess randomly it could be a concerted effort or something, but... Or concerted defense. Alright, I guess we're into it. Here comes Fading Hope, right? Do we want to sack this? I don't think so. It resolves. That's fine. What's your play here, opponent? Probably gonna set up Foretell. No. So we just waiting to hard counter something here? What are we trying to... This is tough, because I don't know if I want... Actually, I want this on black. We have another red land still. I think because there could be a Jiraiya's Disruption, we're just going to do this. And not walk into it. Okay, they just had a Deluge. I mean, they could have also had a Disruption, so we don't really know. But still. Alright. Good thing about Immersturm Predator, we can make sure they don't Deluge again. Well, I wasn't expecting to see that, but, you know, not surprising either. Do you have the Dragon's Fire also? I mean, they probably are just going to Epiphany next turn anyway, so we probably get stuck having to use a Soul Shatter, which sucks. Thundering Rebuke. They're just doing it the hard way. Okay, then. Alright. We can Dragon, then Soul Shatter. While the opponent's tapped. Not my favorite thing in the world, but makes the most sense here. Alright. So we at least take the option of Epiphany off the table for this turn. Now if they target it with something like a Thundering Rebuke or whatever, you know, Thundering, I think we could go ahead and say, oh. Well, that's a thing. How much mana are we going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Ugh. We can kill one egg, but an Epiphany brings the other one to life, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it after that, huh? Alright, well. Sad times. Tough decisions. Guess it's good we held on to this. I guess we only do it for 4. Man, if I had another mana, if I had another treasure is what I really need. Ah, man, so close. Yeah, because we can only do it for 5. If we could have got it to 6, we could have killed both of those. Emberstorm Predator, if only you were a land. Actually, wait. No, that wouldn't do it. That wouldn't do it. Still not enough. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do. We get, well, damn, we're so close. Again, if we had another treasure, I could even use Dragon's Fire to kill their thing. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we got. Let's do it. Okay. Epiphany? No. All right. They're being slow about it here. And again, this is kind of interesting because if they do what we think they can do, we might just try to respond with our Dragonfire with the treasure we're getting to kill their small egg. So we will choose our dragon. All right. Okay, we've weathered the storm so far. I hate just running out of Naked Predator, but I mean, is what it is. They might want to save their turn here. Well, if they have a kill card, they're just going to kill the Predator. I mean, there's no questions. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have much choice there. Yep, had to dissipate. Now they get to Deluge. Yep. Doing it as an instant on their own turn. Okay. Well, maybe we can find a dragon to put some pressure, do some things here. That is not it, but I don't hate it either. I guess it has to be iteration, huh? Alright. Man, where are our creature lands and stuff? Like, anything. Oh, and they drew another one? Ah, damn. How lucky. Ugh. That sucks. How good is that draw? And we are drawing a whole lot of nothing over here. Oh, man. Alright, opponent. You can have your way. Do whatever you want to do. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, no. Oh, no. They must have a counter. Well, there's something. Don't hate that. This at least will get the opponent to spin their Dragon's Fire so we can then respond with the Deadly Dispute. Admittedly, if they have a counter, then it's all moot, but whatever. And then we have to deal with their 4/4 dragon, which we're not going to like, but 'tis what it is. Alright, we got to try. We know how this is going to end up, but like we don't really have a choice here. Oh, they didn't have anything. What? What? Really? Huh. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm genuinely surprised. Another Dragon's Fire? Yeah, okay. This was a weird sequence of a turn, y'all. I mean, if they counter, you get a... I mean, you're only one thing away from having a creature. So, alright, we're gonna sadly have to let them do whatever they're gonna do here. They don't have anything either, though. Okay. We play a Shambling Ghast. We play an Immersturm Predator. Does this get countered? Oh, are you going to kill our gas so we don't have something to save our Predator? Yeah, alright. I feel you. I think we let it die. Yeah, nothing's going to come of that. It just dies. I think we get a treasure. And then we play this tapped. And then we pass. So we can block, we can turn our land into a creature, and then we can sacrifice that to an Immersturm Predator if we have to. Alright, opponent wants to attack. We want to block. We want to activate this. We would like to sacrifice this. Anything good we want to remove from your yard? Probably counters in case they play whatever that legendary dude is, Leer, that lets you get stuff out of your yard. Right, a deck. Let's just draw something now. Oh, that's something to draw. Wow, can we win this? If the opponent draws a dragon, they'd be able to attack and still activate that. So that's a little bit scary. Oh, no, wait, no, that's it. That's it, because this would be 5 and this is 6. We can just straight up play the backside. Ho, ho, ho! Sacrifice 0. Yep. Xaxes. Get it. Mmm. So yeah, after all that, I'm not really sure what I want to cut. I think it's possible that there's some combination of like 1 Trespasser, 1 Adversary, 1 Orcus, like those 3 cards could become something else. Whether that's more duress, I think if you're running into more of the Izzet or control decks, I think that could be relevant. If you're running into more creature decks, it could be another Dragon's Fire or possibly even another Soul Shatter if you're running into a lot of Rin and 7 and Chariot type situations. So I think there's a few spots you can maneuver here, which is really good. So if you do like what you saw in these games, I think those 3 cards are where you could cut one-ofs and really give yourself some extra flexibility for whatever the problem situations are that you're running into. But overall, the deck was actually pretty good. I mean, we played against several meta decks. We weren't really without. I mean, I felt like there was a lot of times late in the games that we felt there were cards we could draw or a sequence of things that could get us out of trouble. And that's always a good feeling whenever you know there's something still there that possibly can get you out of trouble. Sometimes you don't draw it, but our win percentage was pretty high with it, which we like. And again, it gets to play a lot of just fun and interesting cards. So yeah, no real complaints here. This was a good one considering how the rest of the night went. Getting to finish on this deck that was winning felt pretty damn good. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Olivia Voldaren. And this is a card I was thinking about, like, what type of older cards do I remember playing in black, red, white that I would want to play in this deck? And Olivia Voldaren's actually pretty sweet. The fact that it can just ping stuff and kill it, which is awesome, and then just grow itself. But also, you can just turn something into a vampire and steal it into your opponent's turn, and then attack them with it. That's pretty sick, too. So this card's actually pretty sweet, and even being reprinted in Modern Masters, was it 2017, I think? Actually ended up still being worth something. even the reprint. So that's pretty cool. So people still have some love for Olivia Voldaren out there. Card I hadn't really thought much about, but I think with today's deck, it's pretty fitting for a type of card we could include in this list. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below. You can also get links to our Facebook gaming stream, our Twitch streams, and our Discord, a good place to come talk about your deck list or anything else. Or if you just want to come chit chat, get some real-time advice, or see us build the decks in real time and have a step ahead of everybody else. But if you haven't noticed, if you look down there just below next to the subscribe button, we now have a join button because we have memberships. And with those memberships, we have 3 different levels, and we're going to be letting you get to dictate some of the content in the coming weeks. We're going to have some polls available. We're going to take your deck list. We're going to do deck doctoring to help you out with your list. We're going to have a lot of things going on. And, you know, just a way for me to give back a little bit, because a lot of people said, hey, is there a way we could support you? Do you have a Patreon? Do you have a Ko-fi? I was like, you know, I don't, because I'm already doing a Patreon for my podcast and my co-hosts, and we're trying to work that out. But I figured, hey, you're already watching here on YouTube, so here you go. Check it out. Please. I appreciate it. The support is always awesome. And even if you can't afford to join the memberships, at the very least, remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, tell your friends about it, post it in your Facebook groups, all that fun stuff, because you sharing the content still helps out the channel. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.